This time on Pole House Blackpot Weekend Getaways, we get ready to head out of state to South Dakota, where we stay at a very well-known boondocking spot, and we fix ranch beans. Well,
we're off. We're almost off.
It's Tuesday.
Yep, it's actually Tuesday, but we're on vacation.
Where are we going?
We're heading for South Dakota.
And Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. We're going to head to the Badlands for a couple of days first, and then we're going to go over towards Custer State Park.
You know what this year is, right?
Yep.
It's our silver anniversary.
25 years.
Yep.
It's actually not until October, but this
when these will air.
Yeah, these come out in October. We're actually in September right now, but we're up in that part of the country. We're getting where we could get snowed in.
Yeah.
And they closed a lot of stuff. So they're actually
in October.
Yeah, in October. They're kind of a month ahead as far as schedule for shutting things down in the state parks and stuff up at the end of September. Where around here in Missouri, they shut things down as far as the water and stuff at the end of October. So we bumped up our anniversary trip this year to September instead of October.
Well, and the reason why we're going to Mount Rushmore is I've never been. And
Neither
I've always wanted
have
to.
I.
You haven't either. Well,
so
I've always wanted to go see Mount Rushmore.
So we're heading off. It'll take probably a couple of days to get there. So we'll kind of show you what we're doing on the way. So we'll see you on the road.
We're crossing the Iowa-Missouri state line.
Especially in Iowa.
Up the hill there. There you go.
Well, we're all set up here at Stone
State Park, I think is what it's called.
And we're right at the north edge of Sioux City, Iowa.
We went a little over 370 miles this first day. We left a little earlier than we thought we would.
So we had good roads and good travel. And we decided our initial spot south here ways, we're there about 2 o'clock. We said, it's too early to start.
About 1:30.
Yeah. So
we
I
went ahead
looked
and-
on the map and found this spot. It's pretty nice. A lot of shade here, and I'll give you a little quick tour in a second. But that'll leave us under 200 miles for the next 2 days. If we want to take it in 2 days, we can.
Well,
so.
we could, for that matter, we could go a little further depending on what time we get out of here.
Find
but
somewhere
we'll
different.
see. We'll let you know.
Supposed to be having fun, so I'll give you a quick tour. This is our spot. We got an electric spot here, so I'll give you a quick tour of it. Let's see. Of course, picnic table. They got really neat fire pits here that are a little bit different. Let me get out of the shadows.
Yeah, it's got something here to put.
Yep, I guess you can put
pot.
utensils and stuff, and
And then
pretty nice. You got a pretty one for pretty low, and then a kind of woman grill.
yeah.
Pretty neat rock wall in here, kind of in behind some of these. Kind of close together. Here's several of them down here, and then this one right beside us. Our table. Back over here, and back of our camper. And let's see, and that's when we're on electric site number 7. So, not real deep. We're packed in here. Got all backed in. And as you can see, we don't have a whole lot of room to get off the main road, but still pretty nice. Pretty nice spot. Look, round up a couple other campsites up around there. And across from us is a couple of kind of primitive spots right along the little edge of this little creek. So, and there's the road we just came in on.
Well, we made it to South Dakota.
Sure did.
The sign was little, so we didn't get a picture of it. So,
Well, we didn't realize that right in, while we were still in
Sioux City.
Sioux City, we went from Iowa into South Dakota. So we're just here at junction of I-29 and 50. We're going to run kind of west across 50 and stay off of going all the way up and go on I-90 because we got secondary roads, 2-lane, a little bit more. We're not in a big hurry.
Speed limit's 80 miles an hour around here. We're afraid we'll get wiped off
run
the road.
over, yeah. So show you a little picture of our sign. First sign of South Dakota.
Our next camping spot of this trip is Buffalo Gap National Grassland. This is one of the best dry camping spots you can ever see.
Okay, here is a view facing south of our boondocking spot here at just outside the Badlands National Park. And you can see we're right on the edge of a pretty big cliff. And I'm gonna try to zoom in real quick and see just how far to the south some of these campers are. It's way down there. Zoom in here. See clear up on that ridge top. More campers. And we're maybe halfway up here. I'm gonna pan around here in a second and zoom back out. Pan around. You see, this is just a beautiful spot. Looking to the east. Get around over here. And clear over there. Straighten up here. Now, the whole thing's pretty solid. The wind's pretty rough out here. There's a truck way over there. Right there. Camper. And over top of that hill, probably another half a mile, was campers spread all over the side of the cliff. And around here, not far, there's our rig, and there's Angel sitting there. Hi, Angel.
Yeah, I'm going to the other side of the rig because it's too windy here.
Too windy, and so this is really a cool spot, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Well, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
We got here last night. We set up.
Pretty windy.
It was windy.
Yeah.
We did one of these, and the
Had a
sound
bit-
wasn't very good.
Yeah.
So we're hoping today's better.
Wind's not blowing quite so hard this
No,
morning.
it's not.
Figured our audio would be better today.
Wade has a picture. We've got, what are them things called? Bighorn sheep?
Yeah.
Or longhorn
Longhorn,
sheep?
bighorn. One I'm sorry, I'm not for sure.
It
what.
looks like a female. I don't see any horns.
It's still hanging down there.
Yeah, sunning itself. It's pretty cool.
I took a few other pictures of the morning.
I tell you, we have
View.
not had a prettier campsite in ever.
Yeah,
This
we were
is
actually
gorgeous.
at the Buffalo Gap National Grasslands, and it's a 591
Acre.
no,
No, 1,000 acre.
yeah, 591,000 acre grasslands. Yeah.
Yes. It's
And,
like a preserve.
We are just off the north of the west entrance to the Badlands, and we're only about 4 or 5 miles south of Wall, South Dakota. So it's a pretty good staging area if you're going to go to Wall and hang out at the drugstore or go through the Badlands. And we're along this bluff, and the bluff is, overlooking to the east. So we got a little sunrise this morning, I hope, and time lapse on that. And
Yeah.
it's kind of neat. I'll do a little bit more video of kind of what it looks like with the other campers. I don't know how far along here. There's probably a couple hundred campers at least.
Yes.
Spread all along the gravel road. You just pull off the side, find a little spot. They're not real level, so you kind of have to level, but they're just right at the edge of a pretty good cliff.
It's
in some
quiet
places.
out here.
Yeah.
It was cold last night. Like we said, the wind was a-blowing. And as you can tell, I'm still cold.
Cold front came through because the sun would have been to our back.
Today's going to be really nice. It's going to be like 76.
That's
We're going to go to the Badlands National Park, and we're going to do a couple hikes.
Yep.
And then we'll come back here and we'll cook something. It's probably not going to be spectacular,
We
but
don't know what, yeah. But we had to get our coffee going
Yes,
first
we
before
did.
we could share a video. So we're going to get ready to have a quick breakfast and then
Head
head out on
out.
the road to check out the
so we can leave early
Badlands.
so we can beat the
It's kind of a
crowd.
loop drive. We're going to go around and check it out. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Well,
It's been a windy day.
Yep, and our fire danger is all the way in the deep red, which means it's extreme fire danger. So we ain't lighting no briquettes.
Nope, we're going to have to use the cook stove.
We're gonna have to use a cook stove. This is a very easy recipe, one our kids don't like, so we don't fix it
So-
very often.
Perfect time to fix it here.
Yeah, it's a perfect time to fix it here. It's a little bit of hamburger, 1 can of ranch style. This thing
Ranch style.
says here, appetizing ranch
Get
style
out of your way.
beans. They say ranch style beans. That's what you need. I've never tried it with any other bean, so I don't know. First things first, we're gonna turn on our cook stove.
I'll get in here and get a close up so you can see what kind of beans these are.
Oh my God,
Ranch style. Oh, no.
I got it. Little bit of oil. Taters take more than what you think they do. 1 tater.
Yeah, we're only cooking for 2 of us, aren't we?
Yeah, and this still make too much. You're making fried taters, so.
We call this dish Skillet Ranch Beans, wasn't
Yep,
it?
Skillet Ranch Beans.
Where did this recipe come from?
I think it came from me, didn't it?
Yeah,
We
I know.
fixed
I
it
didn't.
in
I know it
Arizona,
wasn't me.
and I don't know if it was Mom and Dad that fixed it or if it was me that fixed it first. That's the first time we found those beans, was in Arizona. So,
Kind of like one of them homemade hamburger helpers
with
type
beans.
of thing, really.
Yeah, it's really
You
good
know,
though.
just a few ingredients and you're done.
The hardest part's cooking the potatoes and the meat. Well, that didn't. We don't want them very big. Then it takes them forever to cook.
Yeah, get done. While she's cooking, I'm going to turn the camera around. Right around here, of course, is where we're camping. Still out here at the boondock spot. Beautiful location.
Hey, wait, come back over here in this camera a minute.
There's a close-up of a camera. Of a camper. Back a bit further, I'll be off a cliff.
Yeah, don't do that. Come on back over here on the camera, honey.
Yeah.
We went and did something while it was so windy, didn't we? Come over here and talk to the camera.
Oh. Well, when we went to the...
There's another boondocking spot.
Oh yeah, that was on the Sage Creek Bridge Road. And it's basically on the west side, west edge of Badlands. And it's pretty neat, but it's, like you see, I think I mentioned it when we were over there earlier, like what, 12 miles one way on a gravel road to get out there.
Yeah, you ought to go look at the truck.
Yeah, it's kind of icky. I washed it. Of course, it's been several days ago. May not be able to see on this side. Let me go over here on the other side with the sun shining. Unfortunately, our truck's not very clean anymore. It's pretty much covered with dust. But you can see, still a beautiful spot out here. A camper, gravel road to the south, and lots of campers that way. And the sun's getting low in the sky. Come over there. Did you see that? There you go. Hope it didn't hurt your eyes, but it sure is pretty here. Looks like it's a little haze back that way too again, so we're gonna have another beautiful sunset. Pan back around here past the truck. Get over here and pay attention to what Angel's cooking. There we go. Taters are cooking.
Now, I'm going to have to turn these taters down because I want them to get done. Okay, we'll come back in just a minute when these taters are closer to being done.
All right.
Okay, I think the taters are done. Go look. Oh yeah, they're done. Look at them. Nice fried taters.
It's neat. We're using a 10-inch deep skillet, but we're actually using this the regular large 10-inch lid for a Dutch oven. So a lot of times them things work universal.
Now we don't want anything left over.
Yeah, let me hold that.
Yeah, because we're going to need that.
Yep, we're going to use that again. We got the smallest thing of hamburger, which is about a pound, and we're not going to use that much tonight, so we're probably going to hamburger or something tomorrow sometime, so we're going to use a small portion to probably about a half or three-quarters of a pound.
No, probably not even that. Probably good patty size.
Yeah. There you go, hon.
I got it.
Hand it to me, I'll go ahead and put it back in the cooler.
Okay. There you go. Now, I'm going to season salt, pepper my meat, but I'm also going to add minced onion. Don't like onion. I have to hide it from myself. And this is the way I do it. Gives you your onion flavor without a whole lot of uncooked onions.
Oh, onion powder, wasn't it?
No, that was
Oh, you
minced
use it.
onion.
Minced onion, there you go. We use that a lot.
Especially since your wife
And you
don't
just
like
season
onions.
salt and pepper, is it, honey?
Yep. Now I'm going to break this up as best I can. I'm going to cook it until it's not pink anymore. Now I shut my skillet off because it got a little hot.
Well, that's the trouble about these burners and the wind. You can't turn them down too far,
Or it blows them
or they
out.
go out. Yeah.
But we can't use briquettes because this grass wouldn't take much to start
No.
a fire. So hopefully the next place
And
we
that's
go.
what have any open fires anyway out of here at this boondocking spot, are we?
No,
Although you can see where people have had fires, but we're not going
I
to be one of
wouldn't.
them.
I think the forestry department come after you and sue you if you do something stupid
Especially
like
if
that.
you caused a big fire.
Yeah.
You'd be in pretty big trouble. Whoop.
Okay, now turn this back on. And then you cook your meat until it's not pink no more. And then you mix the two of them in the pot.
And that's it.
Nope, not quite.
Oh, sorry.
There's one more ingredient. And it's sitting right there.
All coming together in it.
Yeah, the meat's not quite done, but
Almost done.
I don't want my potatoes getting burnt on this end, so this will give it a little bit more oil in there.
Yeah, we get pretty lean ground beef, probably 80-20. You want to drain it.
No. Although I messed up my toe in the vegetable oil. Oh well. I'd rather have too much than not enough and have them stuck to the bottom. Can you smell how good it smells?
I can. Don't think the audience is going to be able to.
Nope, they don't have smell-o-vision. One of these days they'll come up with that. Okay, cook it a couple more minutes. Come in here and look at this, Wade.
I'm ready to add the beans.
Yep, just about. See,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not pink anymore, but you don't want it overcooked either. And you don't drain these or nothing. You just pour them in.
Juice and all. Ranch
Yep.
style beans.
Juice and all.
Eat them through. We're time for supper, aren't we?
Yep. Won't be much longer. Alright, now I'm going to have to turn this down just a curmudgeon. Just let that simmer alone. We'll be ready to taste test it shortly. Well,
Time to eat, isn't it?
yes it is. It's hot, so be careful. No, Leslie, that's not how it cooks. Better than a freeze-dried meal, isn't it?
A little spice from the ranch beans. What's the
Hamburger and
ground
stew.
beef in there? Hamburger. Good. Potato. Some carb, starch. The beans as a legume, as a
You could do without the meat if you're,
yeah. She certainly could.
although I think that ranch beans has meat in it too.
But either way, pretty
Either
good.
ways.
Semi homemade.
Hope you enjoy making this.
Yep. Next time when you're out and about, or over to Badlands or anywhere,
Yeah, like we are.
yeah, you can try these Skillet Ranch Beans. Hope you enjoy them as much as we have. Or places we're going to. So we're gonna sign off here and eat before it gets cold.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Next time on Pole House Black Pot's Weekend Getaways, we visit a different kind of ranch. We also visit Badlands National Park, where we go on several trails. Some of them scarier than others. And we visit Wall before we travel to Custer State Park, where we fixed son of a vegan stew.